Hello everybody, it's Mrs. Pound and I'm back with the last section for chapter 3.1 on crust movement. And the last section is on mountains. It's found in section 314 in your book. So our objectives today are to compare and contrast the formation of folded mountains with fault block mountains and describe how a plateau is formed and how it is different from a mountain. So the process of mountain formation is called orogenesis. Orogenesis, and I have the Himalayas, I believe, in the background there. Folded mountains form when plates squeeze together and push upward. So this would be where we have the convergence, the coming together of tectonic plates, and it tends to be where temperatures are warmer, so rock is more ductile, not brittle. And in the background, I have the Appalachian Mountains, a picture of the Appalachians. The Appalachians are folded mountains, and you can see they're nice undulating mountains with really kind of a pattern to them. You can see that they have been folded because you see that up and down all in one direction. Fault block mountains form when plates move apart at divergent boundaries, when rocks break apart, and temperature is usually cooler, so rock is more brittle. So those are the conditions for a fault block mountain. In the back, I have a picture from Yosemite National Park, and you can see with this type of mountain, you have very straight lines. Look at how up and down these mountains are. You have more cliffs on this type of mountain because of the way the crust just breaks and moves. So you're going to have cliffs and straighter lines. And then there's the plateau. This is a large area of flat-topped rock high above sea level. These can form when plates collide slowly, and they're very similar to folded mountains. And you can see at the top of this waterfall how flat the land is up here. Now, it might surprise you to know that we actually live on a plateau in western New York where we live. We live on what is called the Allegheny Plateau. And you might say, but Mrs. Pound, it's really hilly here. It's not just flat like that. Well, yeah, it is hilly, but if you were to look at the tops of all of the hills, and the hills are due to weathering and erosion, but if you were to look at the tops of the hills, they're all at about the same height. So take a look at that sometime. Look around and you'll be like, wow, the hills are pretty much the same height. So that gives you a clue that we live on a plateau. So our objectives today, this was a really fast, short video, were to compare and contrast the formation of folded mountains with fault block mountains, describe how a plateau is formed and how it is different from a mountain. And so try to get 5 questions there. If you can only get maybe 3 or 4, that's fine. I think you should be able to get at least 4. And this is it. We're ready for a test. You have all of the information you need to start studying for the test. So I'll be back with a new chapter in the next video series.